Hey, what's up, y'all? Right now what I'm doing is a seated leg curl. I prefer this over the lying leg curl where you're pronated on your stomach. This one gives you a little more stability, using less of your own body weight to kind of pull with your arms if you're doing a lying leg curl. How you want to get this set up is in a spot to where, if yours is like mine, you want the back of those knees right there on the edge, and then when you have that padding in front where those feet go, it shouldn't be on those shoes, but right there where the skin starts to be exposed on that ankle. So it's not gonna be right here, moving that footrest right there to where it's at that perfect spot, right where the ankle becomes exposed. Next up, we're talking about the height. Try to get as high as you can on this little footrest right here. So you can see this starts right here, bring it all the way up. That way you get the full range of motion, full stretch on those hamstrings. As you can see, my leg is almost completely straight right here. That way I get the full stretch, full range of motion on this exercise. Next up, once you're in position, that back rest is nice and completely flush against this right here. The back of the knees are nice and flush against the seat. Your feet are up on here. If yours is like mine and it has a padding right here to press down on top of those thighs, you want to basically be as tight as possible, right? This is going to help you prevent those hips from moving and sliding forward. If you have it loose, as you pull back, right, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So if you pull back, your upper body's gonna try to be going forward. So if you feel like you're sliding yourself too much forward as you're pulling back, usually means you gotta put this a little bit tighter on top of those thighs. They should feel like they're being pressed into the padding right there. Next up, you'll notice that I had my hands right here underneath that padding. This will allow me to pull up and also push back. That way my butt and my hips aren't scooting forward as I'm pulling that weight backwards. Boom. Nice and controlled. Get that full range of motion, 4 seconds on that way up. Pulling as if I'm trying to touch my butt. Nice and slow, still pushing down as I'm going up. If you have back issues and feel a lot of back strain on this, there's another technique that you can do that's gonna allow you to eliminate some of that strain or feeling that you have on that lower back. You can do just like the same setup is the same. Instead of leaning back, you're gonna be leaning forward. It can also help you get a better stretch on those hamstrings and kind of eliminate some of that tension on that lower back. In the same way, like if you're doing a leg extension, you kind of be leaning forward. That way you're using a little bit less of that lower back to counterweight your balance right there. So just leaning forward, pull, same thing. Sometimes I like to swap it up, do about half the reps like that, and do half the reps for like this, just depending on what I'm feeling that day. Try each out, pick your favorite, and that's it. Another reason why I like a seated leg curl is because it allows you to go past failure. So if you're trying to move up in weight, you could use this technique I'm about to show you to help you get a few extra reps out, increase that weight. So let's say I'm going for my last rep right here, my last few reps. Maybe this is my 10th one, I'm shooting for 12, and I know for sure I can't get another one. These seated leg curl machines have a counterweight right here next to the pins. I could go ahead and push it up. If you see that's that counterweight, use my arm to push it up, help me go past failure. Super cool technique. Help you go past failure, pushing up with that arm a little bit, get a few more reps at that, build more muscle.